What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? Welcome back to the show. If you're new to the show, welcome to the show. We got a good one for you today, tonight. I'm in Philly. I'm at the Met. Cannot believe it. Thankful so much. Love Philly, man. One of my favorite cities to perform. Then tomorrow, I'm at the Beacon in New York. Then I go back to the West Coast, and I'm going to do myself San Francisco, San Diego, and Phoenix. San Diego, we added a show. San Francisco, we added a show. Then I go to Boston. I have 4 shows in Boston. Come see me, Boston. I love you. Then I got 4 shows in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I'm shooting my special. Please come out and see your boy. AndrewSantino.com for those tickets. AndrewSantino.com.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean it once again today. It is the return of Fortune Feimster.
Yeah.
And back in attack. My wife and I watched your special the other night in bed together.
Oh, that sounds sexy.
Got us in the mood.
Come on now.
Got us in the mood.
If I
that
can't...
suit you're wearing got me in the mood, baby.
You're like, boing.
Boing. No, she was like, boing, and I was like,
wow.
we make different noises.
I'm honored.
No, it's great.
Thank
Fortune
you.
Special is out right now on Netflix. You're one of the only people that Netflix really wants to continue to do specials with. Everyone else, they're like, get out of here.
I mean, listen, I'll take it. I've been doing a radio show for them for 5 years. I don't know if that helps.
No, I think it does.
Maybe.
And you're very funny.
Thank you.
And you're one of the funniest people I know, genuinely. I've loved you for many, many, many years.
Same.
And you don't miss, man. You're so funny. You're just very in your pocket. Some people know their own voice very well, and you do very much. And that's the last compliment I'll give you.
Thank you.
It.
I'll take that.
I'm done. Now the criticism.
Yeah, tell me what you didn't like. I mean, I'm super proud of this one. I, like all of us, am torn my ass off. You know, I've done the last 2 tours in 3 years, 100 cities, 150 shows.
Gross. Are we okay? What's wrong with us?
We're not okay. No. And so I feel like, you know, I put the work in. I was hoping it would be good enough. And,
It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So,
it's good. It's very funny. You must watch it. Available on
Watch
Netflix right now.
it.
Actually, all your specials are on Netflix, right?
Yeah, they're all there.
How many do you have now? 3 or 4?
So if Netflix goes under,
Come on. Tubi will buy you. Well, how many are 4 or 3?
3 hours.
3. Yeah, that's what I thought.
and
Did you
a
do
half
another one
hour.
with Comedy Central?
I did a half-hour Comedy Central and a half-hour with Netflix as well.
Oh, you did the half hours of Netflix.
Yeah, I was with
Wow.
Nate Bargatze and Nikki
Who's that?
Glazer.
Who's that?
I know that small
Not-
unknown comic.
No, I do know who they are. I'm not a fan of either of those people, Nate or Nikki. Just awful people. No, that's great, dude. That's a good class.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are in the family now with them, which is good because it builds up the library. It only makes
Yeah.
people go back to it. You and Papa. Oddly
Yeah.
enough. Papa's the same way.
But I still want to like live up to that. So this special was in the who's counting? But it was in the top 10 for 8 days.
You are.
I did count
Where'd
every
you
day.
shoot this one?
Seattle at
Oh,
the
really?
at the Moore.
At the Moore Theater.
Yeah.
Love them.
So
Love
that-
me some more theater.
That made me feel good. So it wasn't like people actually watched it, which is the hardest part is getting people to actually watch
By far
it.
the hardest part.
Yeah.
Have you ever shot in the South?
Yeah, my
Your
sweet and salty special
and Salty
was
was in the
in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I mean the South.
Oh, like deep south.
Yeah, dude. Get your ass down to Fayetteville and fucking call it a day.
No, I haven't done that. It was enough doing it in Charlotte because that's my home
Yeah.
area, and everyone was hammered. Everyone, like, there's one guy was just yelling lesbian
Yeah.
during my set.
He just learned the word. Baby, say that. Pronounce this for me.
I'm just like,
I told you, Craig, it's lesbian. Keep being lesbian.
I was like, I know this is said with love. This isn't a hate crime, but it's just still, we're recording. I don't need you yelling lesbian.
Yeah, it's a weird heckle.
Yeah. I had to stop several times to be like, guys,
What, really?
I love you.
You didn't insert it into the special, though.
No.
No, that never made it.
I was like, I love you. I appreciate it, but I do have to film this. So let's all simmer down.
Well, that's like, have you seen on HBO, James, I don't know how to say his last name, Acaster? James Acaster?
I haven't seen it.
I'm an idiot. I think it's Acaster. Acaster?
Acaster?
Yeah, Acaster. He's a
Look at
British
that-
comic.
Look at that mustache over there. in
Yeah,
the
he's a
corner.
pig. Don't give him any compliments. But James, in his HBO special, I watched a little bit of it the other day, and in the first like 4 minutes, there was like feedback in the mic.
Really?
And then he switches to a wired mic, and they left it in the thing, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, his. I think the special is called Crowd Heckler's Welcome.
Heckler's Welcome.
Oh, so then
So
it's
he
like
wanted
part
it
of
to
the
be kind of
thing,
fun. Yeah, it was fun. It's like cool and
Yeah.
subversive and wild. He's playing the drums in the first like couple of minutes of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. So it's cool to see what people leave in. Like I'm filming soon, and bing, and I'm always curious about like what's going to be loose and dirty
Yeah.
and what's going to be tight.
Where are you filming?
I can't tell you.
Oh,
I don't
it's a
want. I don't
secret.
want to say.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna make it a little secret. People know.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
people know. I think people have
Your last
started
one
it.
was cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, that one I filmed in Denver at the Paramount Theater.
Yeah. Did you like doing that?
Love Paramount.
Yeah.
Do I like doing specials? No, I hate them.
No, I mean, but the
yeah.
Paramount.
I like everything but recording because recording is such a weird.
It's hard because you're like the tours are fun, the shows are fun and loose.
And recording is like.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're like,
This is for people to
assholes
see.
tighten.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why. I mean, like the jokes are still there that I love,
Yeah.
but it does something to your rhythm. It definitely changes the way
Yeah.
you present.
It just makes it a little stiffer.
Well, people don't know, right? People do know maybe. I'm not saying that. It's just people don't understand that when you're in your process, you have to think about the way this cuts.
Yeah.
So it's like there's movement that matters, there's rhythm that matters, there's saying the joke the exact same way does unfortunately matter. And our inherent instinct is to not say things the exact same way.
To mess around.
Yeah, so it's a little tougher for us. And the fans would be like, "Well, then just do one and done." And you're
Right.
like, "Yeah, I can't because sometimes someone yells lesbian in the middle of my show."
Yeah,
and that happens more to me
that
than
does
you.
happen to you a lot.
You dumb redheaded lesbian.
You lesbian.
Look at this big ginger lesbian. No, people yell out, they ruin shit. It's a part of it.
Is it a wilder audience when you and Bobby are out there together?
Yeah, dude, he
That
shows his
feels like
butthole.
insane, right?
Yeah, it's absurd. It actually it's calmed down. I think the beginning of the tour when we did it was absurd. I mean, we had guys throwing up in Philly and Baltimore.
Really?
We had people get kicked out.
Jumpers though.
Huh?
Stage
We just had
jumpers.
stage
We had one guy.
jumpers.
Yeah, we had a guy jump on the stage. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that. And the security, lightning fast. They got up on stage after the guy, maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes later. I mean, he could have stabbed us to death.
Yeah, I was like, you're dead at this
Yeah,
point.
he had a full minute to just hang out. And then we looked at the security like, "What's up? What's up?" And they were like, "All right." And then they climbed on. I was like, "This is definitely not part of the show."
Oh man, it's wild. I had someone that was like passed out before a show, and I guess in some sort of induced situation, and she came to during my opener set and was kind of like, "Where am I?" and was like freaking out. So she charged the stage.
Oh shit.
And like went for the speaker to like throw it off. And so two lesbians in the front row see that the security guard is just like chilling, watching this, and so they jump up and try to grab her, and she's swinging. And
Oh, it's a full-on fight.
it was wild.
That's great.
In Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right. It's,
Right. You have all that cheese in you.
Couple
All
of
that
those
dairy's gonna bubble up some
yeah,
anger at
that
some point.
brandy old fashioned.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Right.
Tastes
all
like
that
Christmas.
All that brandy. They love brandy up there.
Love it.
Yeah, because I'm from Chicago, and Wisconsin has a particular. They have a particular way of eating and drinking that is unmatched.
Yeah.
I don't know if any city can out eat and out drink Wisconsin.
I
I'm
don't
being
think
genuine.
so.
They
Yeah.
lead the country in DUIs. I do know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and also they don't have a limit. You know, if we have a 3-strike law here in California, if you have three DUIs, your license is indefinitely suspended. What you have to do is you have to go to court to try to get it back
To
at
get
some
it back.
point.
You're like, I'm sorry.
There's a woman in Wisconsin who has the most DUIs. I think there's one woman who has like 18 DUIs in
What?
Wisconsin. Yeah, it's
She
incredible.
needs to start taking the bus.
Oh no,
or an
Guinness
Uber.
called her up and was like, "Look, dude, this is impressive."
That's too much.
She has the most, and one point I think one of the women up there blew the highest BAC they've ever recorded.
What?
Yeah, you know how Florida
Ladies, what's happening in Wisconsin?
Well, they're running away from these guys. Just trying to drink themselves out of
These
these
lumberjacks.
dating these men. Yeah. What does it say?
There's actually a guy from South Dakota named Jerry Zeller
Uh-oh.
who had more than 30 DUIs.
30 in South Dakota.
30, come
But he
on.
was not killed by alcohol, but by a cigarette that started a fire in his house.
Oh, wait, he did die.
He did die.
Wow.
Well, yeah, dude, he's dead. I mean, after
that-
30.
He had it coming
So
for
when
sure.
he fell asleep with a cigarette in his mouth, which, by the way, that was the product of alcohol. So incorrect. He
Yeah.
didn't die directly from alcohol, but smoking in bed is a huge problem. That's funny how many houses set on fire from people smoking in bed.
Yeah, don't
You
do
need
that.
a cigarette that
Do
bad?
that.
You need it that bad? What's your bad vice? You have any bad vices?
Food, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody loves food. Do you have anything that's like?
I feel like
real bad, that's
food
like
is bad enough for me that if I don't want to add like drugs also.
yeah, right.
I remember, I think it was Tom Arnold that said about Farley, like you can either be fat or do drugs, but you can't do
be
both.
Yeah, that's actually
So
really smart.
I picked cake.
A cake is close to heroin.
Cake.
By the way, I'd rather eat a full cake than have
Yeah.
a OxyContin because
I
cake
pick-
is
I picked my lane, bud.
it's endless. You got to stay in it.
Fucking food.
Well, okay,
dude.
what's your sucker food then? What's the one that's hard to say
I mean,
no?
sugar is a big one for me.
But
I
it comes
got
in
a
all
sweet
forms, or is
tooth.
there one way that you like to take it?
Like I don't mind like a dessert after every meal.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
I'm a cookie monster.
And I'm like, why am I doing this? This
Because
is a
it's good.
treat.
Yeah, but you deserve a treat. You work hard.
I know that's my problem. I was like, I deserve a treat.
I'm a cookie monster. I can't avoid cookies. Are
Yeah.
so hard for me to say no. I can say
Really?
no to most things,
Yeah.
but like if we make cookies at the house, I'm gonna eat the whole fucking
That's
thing.
it, yeah.
Yeah, they're just too good.
But also my metabolism does suck ass. It is a genetic thing as well because I don't eat nearly as much as other people that are tiny.
Yeah, like your
And-
wife eats probably more than you, and
Yeah, and I'm just it just stays on me.
yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
who
adorable.
gives a shit? You are.
That's why I worked hard on my personality.
Same, dude.
So I didn't have to go to the
I
gym.
wasn't gonna get rid of this red hair. I was like, I gotta really have something else going for me, dude. You can't be orange and boring. You gotta have
No,
some kind
you
of
gotta have
jazz.
that- see, you got a great personality.
Yeah, dude. You gotta have some. What did we find about Wisconsin? Did that woman that came up, or how many DUIs? So Zeller was the most with
Jerry
30.
Zeller is the guy that keeps coming up.
Jerry.
Wow, good for Jay Z.
And-
Oh,
But-
shouldn't mention that.
No, oh,
Sorry
yeah.
about that. Whoa,
Hello.
Jay Z. Whoa, no. That's
But all these are Midwest. All these are like
all Midwest people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
Dakota.
They like to drink. My wife
Wisconsin.
lived in
Chicago, yeah.
And yeah, she's like, no one in LA drinks that much.
Well,
They're
yeah,
like,
they do.
They're
They-
like
they-
weed people here.
This is weed culture, but they also in LA they're binge drinkers. These are weekend warriors that go out and they get hammered on
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday night. But in the Midwest, you drink pretty consistently all week long.
every day.
And then on Saturday, you have an extra case of beer.
And bar culture is popular in like Chicago, right?
It's the best.
That's
dude.
like where you go to hang.
Yeah, because honestly, it's the same thing in New York. Everything east of the Mississippi, truly, because the
Yeah.
weather's too good here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
But
outside in
if
parks
it's
and
shitty
stuff.
weather, you want to bond over a long cold work day. It's
Yeah.
dark by 4.
Yep.
You're sad. So you get out of
Yeah.
work. You go to work when it's dark. You get out of work. It's dark. You're miserable. And
I
so you're
couldn't
like,
do that.
Let's
That
go
would-
drink.
I'd be depressed.
Not if you drink.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That
'cause you
doesn't
go to
make
a
it
bar,
worse.
Well, because you show up to the bar, your friends are there. People,
Yeah.
you know, the locals are there. There's darts. There's pool.
Right.
There's a game on. There's a community
Yeah.
that we don't have on the West because we're spoiled with weather. I can sit on my patio today.
Do you
It's
ever
fine.
miss living in the Midwest?
100%. I don't
Yeah.
miss like the killing and the robbing. I don't miss any of that stuff
right.
in Chicago.
And the coldness.
I don't miss here's the thing. Cold doesn't bother me.
Really?
There's only one element that bothers me.
What?
Wind.
Wind is tough.
Get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here, wind. Wind sucks. Freezing cold, way too hot, fine.
Uh-huh.
Rain, fine. Wind is just you cannot you're
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Right.
You feel cold and wet even though if it's not raining
Yeah.
because the wind makes you feel wet for
And
some
it's-
reason.
And it's like a cold to the bone.
Yeah, it ruins
kinda
it hurts
cold.
your soul. You're the little guy inside you is just
yeah.
like, come on.
I get
will ya?"
that. Jax misses Chicago and wants to spend a little bit more time there, but
Really? You gonna like get a place back there?
maybe. But not like for full time.
If you guys do, we will. How about that?
All right.
Let's split a place.
Let's
You want
do
to get a
it.
place
Yeah,
there?
or a duplex.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. Let's do it. We'll make a sitcom out of that.
I love it. Come on, knock at our door.
I walk in on you brushing your teeth, like, whoa, that's your opening. No, I think I would love to go back. I love Chicago so much. It's just, it's hard because this is where we are. This is where we're doing all the stuff.
Yeah, I know. And then there's like even this week, all these fun events have popped up.
Yeah, it's
and,
hard to
you
say no
know,
to that.
you're
But it
like-
would happen in Chicago, maybe.
Yeah, just not like from like the business perspective.
How am I going to go to Bert's house and from Chicago?
How
I'm not
are
going to be
you
able to
gonna
walk
do
into
that?
Bert's house and see you there and pet one of his 9 horse dogs. I don't know
Yeah,
if people
we-
know. He's seen Bert Kreischer has literal horse dogs.
Big dogs.
Dogs that are one of the dogs sat next to Steve Lee, Bobby's brother, and it was larger than him. And
Yeah.
literally, I think Steve weighed 146 and the dog was like 158.
Oh my God. Yeah, we went to Bert's, like a little dinner party for Bert.
It was really nice. A little birthday dinner party. It was nice.
And he was like, I can't believe that my friends came and I didn't have to pay them to be here.
Oh, he did pay me. He didn't pay you?
You got a Venmo?
Yeah, I did. Well, I requested. I was like, Leanne, come on, click.
You're like, I'm not showing up.
No,
to
I'm
that.
not showing up. Not showing up without that paper. No.
It was kind of wild to see like comedians on like a Monday night just chilling.
Yeah.
Not like doing bits and not trying to.
Well, nobody there was funny. That was part of the big problem. It was very.
That was one part.
No, it was really nice to have like a. Well, it's also because everyone there. I think you reach a certain age in comedy too, where you also want to feel human.
Yeah.
So you want to do these like human things, like go hang out with people, have a nice dinner, and just chat about the life and the world.
Yeah.
Instead of our first 20 years in comedy, it's like
comedy,
everyone's
yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah, that's where my wife has gotten to of just like, can we like have friends and do social things?
Do
and
normal shit.
Have balance. I was like, yeah.
When you're not on tour.
We can work on that.
We'll try. Are you on tour now? Are you on a break?
I'm on a little break. I'll be writing this next hour. I do like club dates from like around California, like
Irvine and Brea.
Pasadena, Irvine, Ontario, Oxnard, places like that, Huntsville, Alabama.
Love.
Where I can just like work on it and not feel that pressure.
You do like a whole weekend or one show?
Yeah, I'll do a whole weekend
Yeah.
just to build it over the weekend.
That's
and then
smart.
I'll start my new tour, Taking Care of Biscuits, in April.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Now, do you always name the special after the tour?
No, never.
See, me too. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why it
I
matters.
don't know far enough in advance.
know, people think
what
you
it's gonna
should.
be
It's like, I
about.
don't know that.
Yeah,
I'm not a
because
soothsayer.
they wanted it to go on sale now with my special, and I'm like, well, I don't know what my next hour is, so I just had to come. What's a fun name?
Taking Care of Biscuits is great.
Taking Care of Biscuits.
I think that's really, really good. I mean, the best special tour special names. Tour names. That I've seen in a while. Segura has been on fire because he does Coming Everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Coming
on
live,
brand for him.
Coming to you, Coming all over you guys. Or whatever the fuck it is. It's such a good. It's like so good. I'm Coming Everywhere. I think was the first one.
It's whatever I think of, like whatever is gonna be fun on a T-shirt, on a tour shirt.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of where I've.
Yeah,
but I don't even think about the special name until like Netflix is like, it's due in 2 weeks.
Right.
What is the name of this? And I'm like, oh my God, it's so hard to come up with.
Well, your
it.
original title for this one was Hitler Didn't Do It. Wasn't that the
And
original one?
it did not.
Why did they say
pass
no?
standards
That's
and
such a weird-
practices?
S&P. I don't know if we can sell this, Fortune.
Yeah, they're like, that doesn't seem on brand for you.
Have you ever played with your name? Have you ever had a special with your name?
Yeah, my last one, Good Fortune.
Good Fortune, that's right.
And it was. It's just because nothing.
I was thinking more of Feimster, but yeah,
Yeah,
but go ahead, that's
nothing
fine.
came for the name no one can spell. It's just that nothing beat it. You know what I mean?
Good Fortune, yeah.
And no story was like Sweet and Salty. I had a bit in the special with that in it,
Yeah.
and Crushing It is because the victory involves a crushed ice machine. I always like to have a victory in my specials.
Oh, that's
where
good.
I've earned something at the end of it.
Do you write your closing joke first? You know, a lot of people like that. Yeah, a lot of people do this thing where they try to find the close first and then go backwards.
No, I really don't know what is a proper close anymore, because in a theater, the closer you build to it, right? It's like, here's the
Ramping
bam,
up. Yeah.
and then on Netflix, they're like, best stuff up front, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay.
I kind of agree though, because if
Yeah.
finishing a special doesn't matter anymore, people usually eat things in chunks.
Yeah.
So whatever. I think you just put it where it needs to go.
I put it where it needs to go because the bit that everyone keeps writing me about is about my mom in a cemetery and falling in a cemetery, and it's like 38 minutes in or something.
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't even think about that stuff.
And who cares? People will watch it because you're so watchable that people are gonna. I referenced you the other day because I was speaking about you coming on the show, and I had said Fahim and I talk a lot about comedy, and we were with Dustin Nickerson, and I said a lot of people are very funny, but comedy, the true root of it is how it looks coming out of your face.
Yeah.
And Fahim and I always say that. What does it look like coming out of your face? Because your joke probably won't work coming out of my face. I mean, culturally, obviously not. But I mean,
Yeah.
like even me and another comic that are
Right.
closer in style, it's how it looked coming out of your face.
Yeah.
And your face matters, but like you are, the way you present your material is just as fun and funny as the material, which I think is the goal
Yeah.
for all comics to be like, do I like watching this
Yeah,
person
to
say
be
it?
entertaining.
Yeah, because there's comics that write funny stuff that I don't know if I care about watching them.
I'm always shocked by there's a number of stand-up comedians who are pretty brilliant and then they're not funny in real life.
Yeah, well, that's,
And,
yeah.
and you're like, what is this?
Yeah. You
Like,
go ahead and start saying some
isn't
names.
that interesting?
Say some names.
Let me just
Yeah.
burn the
Go
house
ahead,
down
dude.
right now.
Go ahead.
Because by nature, a lot of stand-ups are neurotic, you know?
Yeah.
So those neuroses show in everyday life when you're seeing them try to interact with people and be social.
Yeah, well, or if they don't interact at all. They're very like,
Yeah.
and I understand we all have our days, but there's a couple of people that are very inward
Yeah.
and do not want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, and you know, it's so stand-up, everyone just assumes it's the funniest person. I'm like, it's not necessarily the funniest person, it's who can craft a story and
Yeah.
spit it back
It's
out to
definitely
you.
not the funniest person.
No.
Growing up, I have some unbelievably funny people
Yeah.
in my life, but they're also loose cannons. Could
Well,
they,
if you
could they
told
get
them
it together?
If
No.
you get up there and write something, they'd be like, no,
No
absolutely
way.
not.
No. They're just loose and falling apart in front of our
Yeah.
face, and it's nice to watch.
So part of the job is the writing. A big part of the job is the writing.
The presentation. I think you constructing your
Yeah.
being is just as important. That people, you know, that when you're young and someone's like, find your voice,
Right.
and you're like, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
know.
And then you realize, oh, it's me as a performance entity.
Yeah.
That's what it really is. It's like, how do I create this aura of person to give to them?
Yeah. It is fun though to watch like at least the people in our age group that have come up, like seeing everyone evolve into
Yeah.
the comics they are. That is cool.
It is kind of cool
to watch.
Yeah, no, it is kind of beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
and it's interesting to see certain people that went higher than I ever thought. Mm-hmm. And it's funny to see people that
Name
went
names.
lower. I knew that was coming. We'll put up a list right now. No, don't.
Here's our PowerPoint.
Whenever I say put up a list, my editor Joe will put up a list of people, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Don't-
They're gonna think that's me. They're gonna think I did that.
Yeah.
In here, we pour whiskey.
A lot of stuff you want to leave back in 2024, but something you're going to bring into 2025 is going to be MANDO whole body deodorant. MANDO, I'm smelling good. Maybe that should be their new slogan. MANDO is great. Their full body deodorant is incredible. That whole body deodorant is safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, balls, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, feet, neck, nose, ear, lips, tush, anything. It's created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It's clinically proven to block all the odor all the day long, control odor for up to 72 hours. They got the solid stick deodorant formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. It blocks it before it even gets there, huh? Spray deodorant is aluminum free and ideal for hard to reach places. And they got a variety of fresh scents: bourbon leather, clover woods, and my favorite, Mount Fuji. Shout out Bobby Lee. Or Pro Sport. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor, that's the area, that's the no-fly zone under there, was a 5 out of 10. With MANDO, the average grundle odor level is a 0 out of 10. Come on. If you want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now, you can find them in Walmart, Target, and other retailers across the country. For the best deals, go to shopmando.com. Shopmando.com. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. There's a special offer for our listeners. New customers are going to get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code that equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code whiskey at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with MANDO. Here to tell you about SKIMS. SKIMS keep me nice and slim. Hey, when I was a young lad, I was a boxer's dude. I never was a briefs guy. I mean, maybe when I was a little lad, before I could pick my own underwear, but I was a boxer's dude. I used to love my polo boxers. You know, those plaid boxers, big, baggy. I wanted to be like Method Man so bad when I was a kid. But now I switched. I switched over to briefs, and I like them stretchy. The boxer briefs, I like them stretchy, okay? And once I tried the SKIMS stretch brief, I don't think there's any going back. They're sleek, lightweight, and super comfortable. It almost feels like you're wearing nothing at all, but I'm still kept fully secure where it matters most, in my... Trust me, when it comes to underwear, I've now tried them all. I actually have. And SKIMS is the best to do it. SKIMS is pretty incredible. You've heard about it, you've seen about it, you know about it. You know about the famous people that wear it and that promote it and that love it. It's so comfortable. Honestly, it's genuinely so soft. And I also love that you can wash it and it's not going to get ruined. Big pet peeve about underwear. You throw it in the washer like twice and it starts to thread and peel or pull or pill or whatever word it is. But when I first found out about it, I thought, let me try this out. I know it's Famous backed. Famous people love it. Let me see if it's really worth it or they're just putting on a show. Nah, it's great. Skims underwear is great. Makes me feel nice and comfortable. And at the end of the day, a pretty little ginger, and that's all I really want to be. Shop Skims men's and more at skims.com and Skims New York flagship on 5th Avenue, baby. Let them know we sent you. Say, hey, I'm here from Whiskey Ginger. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. That's skims.com/whiskey. Skims.com/whiskey.
Ginger. I like gingers.
The world is coming to a close pretty soon. I do feel like we're
It's
reaching
it's all over.
I do feel like we're reaching our critical mass. You don't think so? I think this is it.
This is why I'm not having kids.
Yeah, same. High five.
Boom.
It does feel like something's a bubbling.
Yeah.
I feel just like the tension of the world is about to crack.
Well, like we're a bottle that's being shaken, and
Right.
we're about.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
about to
see
explode.
that. Yeah.
Or really, if you really want a more literal metaphor, we're just one of those musket guns they packed so tight with all that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I got to shoot it eventually.
Yeah.
I can't keep putting gunpowder in here.
Thank you for a musket reference.
Yeah, well, you love muskets. I know you used to collect them. My little musket
I
friend.
just all of a sudden get out my 3 muskets.
No, but the gun thing is like, I feel like I'm referencing, of course, this guy shooting this dude in Midtown Manhattan. And just like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this might be the future. People are going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go kill somebody.
It's
you know?
wild. And then TikTok's like writing songs about it. It's like, what the fuck?
TikTok's like, this guy's a hero, dude. We can't stop
wild.
talking about Luigi. He's just on my tongue.
Luigi.
Mangione. I mean, the name is great. He's handsome.
Mangione.
He will be cemented in history as like this guy that started a revolution. Now, whether or not other people start following suit and play, what do they call it when serial killers do that?
Copycat.
Copycat
Oh,
theory.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I gotta tell you, it sure does feel like it.
I don't know.
It feels like an Ivy League kid did influence non-Ivy League people to maybe take up arms.
I think didn't he have like read a manifesto of like the Unabomber or something?
Oh,
or-
I don't know. Is that true?
So he was influenced.
Yeah.
In some capacity.
Unabomber, great dude.
Not a great dude. Not a great dude.
Terrible guy.
Terrible guy.
Terrible guy.
Do
Anybody
not
that kills
do
at
that.
random, bad people. Bad
Bad.
people. Don't kill people, man. Please.
We're just here to spread positivity.
Well, we're just trying to look. All we're trying to do is make people feel good, and then the irony is that people, when they're angry, take it out on us. They're like, "Shut up, clown." You're
I
like,
know that people get very angry at happy people.
it's weird, dude. It's so weird. What do you have? The manifesto? Is that true?
I think
did,
someone
huh?
told me I look like a penis.
A penis?
Yeah, because I had a pink suit on. And I was
Oh.
like, listen, I'd love to be able to confirm or deny, but I'm not very familiar with penises.
Pink would be more vagina than penis, to
I
be
thought-
honest with you.
that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
My penis isn't really pink.
It's not pink?
What color's my penis?
Yeah,
know.
you know.
McCone, you know better than anybody. What color is it?
Red.
It definitely has more red tone to it. Yeah. You know what it is. Well, I guess you can't really
do
look down
guys-
when it's in your
Do
mouth.
guys... God dang it. Do guys just walk around...
Thinking about our penises
No,
all day?
like seeing each other's stuff.
We see, okay, so when we're young, there is a critical moment in a young man's life when you see your father's penis, and that does something to you. Like, what is it like when you see your mom naked when you're a kid?
It's the boobs you see.
As a woman, as a young woman, you're like,
And
oh,
just
wow.
like, oh, what are those things?
Interesting.
Yeah, but we don't really pay attention, I think, to the.
Well, yeah, because it
badge.
doesn't stick out.
Yeah.
Right. You don't. Of course not. It's not an
It's
outie.
whatever's hanging.
It's an innie.
hanging on the body.
Yeah, whatever's hanging off. If it's a hanger, you're
Unless
gonna look.
it's abnormally large. And I'm like,
Mom!
whoa! Look at that fupa.
Yeah, look at those curtains. No, so when you see your dad's penis as a child, it does something to you.
Because you're
mentally.
like, is mine supposed to look like that?
I hope mine gets that big one day.
Right.
Because you see it when you're a young boy and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's what a penis looks like?
Yeah.
Because yours is so small when you're a kid. And then you're just like, Jesus, I hope it grows.
Yeah.
And then there is a lot of relief when you get
When
older.
when
But
it
it is
does
a
that.
weird thing when you're a young boy and you see your dad naked. Because dads are always really kind of, especially Midwest dads, they're just so free with the nudity.
Really?
Midwest dads will walk
I
around with
didn't
their
know
balls.
that.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter to a Midwest dad. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
it was for us.
Okay.
You see your dad. You're going
Yeah.
to see him. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like Dad's in his underwear under the couch. His balls might slip out of the underwear.
Right. Yeah, my dad was free balling at times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that was back in the day when you take the pictures and had to take them to like Sam's Club or whatever. And get them back a week later. So I remember my mom took all these pictures all week, and my dad was, I think, going through a midlife crisis. So he was free balling up a storm.
Hell yeah.
And we were taking family pictures, and she gets them back a week later, and she's like, Mike! What? And his ball sack is just hanging out of like every picture.
Dude, shout out Mike and his big balls.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike and his big, beautiful
And
balls.
he's like, what?
Let them nuts hang,
We're at
dude.
the beach. Like literally every picture.
Every family photo.
He's on the sitting on the banister.
Imagine he's on the banister, one nut on one side, one on the other. Mike, you're straddling the banister.
Oh, just hearing her get so I'm like, Mike.
I do love that though. That's a dad. Let a dad live.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you see that as a young man, it does kind of make you. It's a little insecure vulnerability when you're very young. You know, if you're like when you're like 8, 9 years old, you're like, Jesus Christ,
Right.
what is that about? And then
As you get older.
well, no, and then you get older. You only see penises in the locker rooms if you play sports, and then
So it's more like a high school thing.
yeah, high school. Then after that, you really don't.
Not really.
Unless
you're peeking at the urinal.
not really. No one
And
really
that's
does
bad.
that.
That's bad etiquette, right? You
I
can't
don't
be
think
like
anyone
this.
No one really does that. I will say sometimes if I'm at a urinal, and I'm next to like the small one, there's like a low one. There's always a low one. A little kid comes in there. I will show him. I go, this is what it's supposed to look like.
God.
All right,
No,
I'm kidding. Fortune, Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
No. I don't. We never.
No.
In the urinals though, you kind of have horse blinders on. It is weird.
Yeah.
You just don't even. Yeah, you can't. There is always a wall, but you can't see because
You
you're
just
kind
know
of
to look forward.
or down. A lot of us look at ourselves.
Really? All right.
Yeah,
There's not always a wall though. Sometimes they have a trough.
Oh my God.
Yeah, trough at sporting events is kind of weird. Then you're really looking at someone else's wiener.
And then you're spraying on each other, right?
That's
Little bit?
Spraying everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, it's supposed to.
It's so disgusting.
It is so disgusting. It
But
really
don't
is.
give a shit.
Well, they should have a hose that sucks up to it.
Yeah.
That just sucks it right. I would
Yep.
rather that.
That's coming, bud.
I hope so, dude. Fingers crossed.
AI, get on it.
You just get well. It should be at your seat at a sporting event. You don't have to leave. You just
That
hook
would be
up
nice.
Hook
Long
up a
car
hose.
rides.
Yeah, same thing for women. Just have a
Yeah.
little like a crotch brace. You hit a button. Blah, 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 blah.
I have a couple of friends that can pee, girls who can pee into a bottle driving. There's no way. I'd
Whoa.
pee all over myself.
Driving?
Yeah.
Dude, I've got a hose and it's
Yeah.
hard for me.
I
I've
don't-
done it and it's hard.
I don't know
It's
how they
really
do
hard to
that.
pee in a bottle.
Just shove it up.
Yeah.
While you're driving. Although,
when
shout
you're
out to
driving.
Gatorade. They made the mouth hole bigger. Those are
Shout out.
Gatorades are way easier to pee into. A regular water bottle is so hard. Like
Yeah,
that
like
is
this?
so hard to pee into.
This is small.
It's just you have to get it right. It's gonna spill.
Let's see.
Yeah. Do it. I peed in a water
I'm
bottle
gonna
on a
drink
road
this
trip.
water first.
Yeah, and then I'll pee in it. But only drink it halfway. No, only once in a while have I resorted to that. Pretty
Yeah.
rarely. On the way to Vegas one time, my buddy was like, "We're not stopping."
Which
and I
is
had to
crazy.
pee.
What are you trying to get to Vegas for?
And it's 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
what really could we lose?
Nothing happens till midnight anyway.
Like, have
Or
you ever-
go to a nice steak dinner?
Well, yeah, actually, I am. Yeah. Have you ever been on the road, like traveling on the road, driving from city to city,
Mm-hmm.
and you pass like a car or a truck, and then you get off at an exit for gas,
and they're there.
and then you get back on, and then 20 minutes later you pass that same car again. You're like, I didn't lose any time at all.
Mm-hmm. yeah, you're like,
I just beat that guy twice.
that's always nice.
I love that feeling. There's something about it. You're like, there it is.
That's it.
That we passed that truck when we got off, so we didn't lose a dime of
no
time.
time wasted.
I think you lose time on the road, but you do. I
Yeah.
think the math one time I looked up, like when people are speeding, you're gaining like if you're speeding exponentially, trying to beat out traffic, you gain like only like 10 minutes depending on how many miles it is.
Really?
5 minutes at the. It's
It
like
just
it was nothing.
feels like you're gaining more than
but you're
you are.
not. Yeah, you're really not. And also, then when you get there 5 minutes early, then you're gonna waste that time doing something else.
Yeah.
And I think the universe wants you to get there when you're supposed to get there.
And this is sponsored by
By
Safe Driving.
Safe driving.
Yeah, the average driver may save only 26 seconds per day of speeding.
26 seconds per day of
You
speeding.
hear that, people? Why are we speeding? Why
Stop
are we
speeding.
road raging?
Because
all
I've also
that
had
stuff?
this crazy daydream. I've told him this for a while. I've had this like nightmare, and it's crossed my mind during the day
Mm-hmm.
of me in a big SUV getting into an accident.
Oh, I don't like
Like
this.
a Suburban. I know, because we're in them all the time.
Yeah.
And I fall asleep in them a lot.
Uh-huh.
You know, like if I'm getting picked up from the
I
airport.
was like,
or
not
going to a venue.
driving.
No, I will sleep and drive. I won't text and drive or drink and drive, but I'll sleep and drive. I will knock out at the wheel. No, but because we're in Suburbans all the time. And so
Right.
when I'm traveling, I kind of I'll just kind of like be in and out of it. And I've had a dream multiple times about getting out of a car, in and out of a car that got into an accident on the freeway. I know.
Scary.
Please, God, knock
Wear
on
your
wood.
seatbelt then.
I do wear my seatbelt every
Yeah.
time. Every single time. I used to not. And then I got into a fender bender
Yeah.
in a driven car. Not a bad accident. But then I smashed my face on the back seat and I thought, I'm never doing this again.
Right.
I'm going to wear a seatbelt in the back.
Yeah, because it used to be no seatbelts back in the day. Then it was just front seat
Yeah.
seatbelts. But now I feel like all the new cars beep in the back seat if you don't have your seatbelt
Yeah,
on.
and you should. Because
You
you don't want to
should.
get thrown through the
Yeah.
front window. It's so embarrassing.
You should, yeah.
It's embarrassing when you see like two people in the front had their seatbelt on and they were fine. But they were like, "What? How's that hold?" Like the guy in the back.
Yeah, you just flew through.
Flown through the front of the window.
God.
You're like, Jesus, dude.
Wear your seatbelt, people.
Yeah, wear them. Please wear them. I wonder what would happen if they had. I saw one of these like Chinese inventors had airbags on a motorcycle.
Oh, really?
It kind of looked kind of cool. Yeah, they were testing it out to see if like the moment of impact they like blow up around them.
If that helps.
Yeah, because you see, I saw a motorcycle accident the other night. I told them, and it always. I don't care how bad it is, like how small it is.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's bad. I've been in LA 21 years now, and I have seen so many guys, it's usually guys, laid out on the freeway from a motorcycle.
It's awful. It is usually guys. That's our thing.
Yeah, and
wanna
there's some,
die.
there's some ladies that like a motorcycle stitch.
Yeah, but they don't get hit. They're safe
they're
enough to not get
just
hit.
going slow.
Yeah.
It's the weaving in and out in LA. You can't weave in and out.
My dad was shocked
Are
when
we
he first
50
came here.
right? We're like 70-year-olds being like,
Yeah.
wear your seatbelt.
Well, you know what it really is. It's real. You got to check the stove before you go to bed.
You gotta really be careful on those motorcycles.
57% of motorcycle fatalities are male. So it's
So just over half.
Oh, so yeah.
All right, ladies, keep working. You'll get there.
Ladies.
You'll get there, man. You keep working. You guys keep speeding as well. You too could be as dead on a motorcycle.
Man.
I've had too many friends lay them down and get really hurt and bad. In college, my buddy had one.
Mm-hmm.
I drove it around a little bit, and I immediately knew that was a bad. I was like, "This is a bad
Really?
idea." Well, I
Yeah.
had dirt bike. My buddy had dirt bikes. Even those, they're not as you're not on the
Yeah.
freeway with them. Even those things, I'm like, this is so dangerous.
Yeah, I was riding a little mini one
Mm-hmm.
in high school and almost went down the hill into the river with it.
That would be funny to watch,
I
though.
popped off of it and I'm running while holding it, and all I was doing was continue
gas.
hitting
Yeah.
the gas.
That's what they say. Your instinct is to hit the gas and
Yeah.
not brake. So you
You-
gas up,
and
and
it
that
just-
takes you further.
I was about to go right into the river.
Would have honestly a great look though.
You know, I would be missing half my face.
No,
From
that
the
I don't
from
want.
the rocks.
Yeah. Oh, just getting drugged behind the bike.
No.
No, we
not
don't want
good.
that to happen. We
No.
don't want that to happen. We really want everyone to stay safe out there. I should say,
Mm-hmm.
please God, everyone on a motorcycle, don't let me almost hit you. I've done that many times.
I bet.
I've almost hit so many guys on motorcycles just because I'm not paying attention to lane splitters.
No one's paying attention. That's the problem.
I know. Are you on your phone? You texting and driving? Be honest.
I'm at stoplights for sure.
I am the whole time.
I have had a cop be like, "Hey," like when they pull up beside you, and he's like, "Hey," and I was like, "I can't do it now." He's like, "Mm-mm."
See, I don't understand
I
that.
thought you could
At a
at
stoplight does make
stoplights.
sense to text and drive.
Yeah.
It really does.
I was like, "This is the break for the texting, right?" And
That's what it should be.
And he was like, "Mm-mm."
The light just says stop and text.
I'm like having a conversation with him through my windshield. Not now. This is not.
You're sure? All right, well, I'm going to finish the text. You pull
like-
me over.
Send.
Meanwhile, I see cops breaking the law
Oh yeah,
constantly.
for sure.
Constantly. I see cops texting and driving on their phone. This is illegal. I see them doing that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Phone to the ear. I'm always like, how are you, what do you do? Make a citizen's arrest and be like one
Yeah.
of those vigilantes
Be a
online?
narc.
Yeah, you want to be a rat? What do you want to be, a big old rat? No,
Big old
'cause
rat.
you're too much of a troublemaker. You can't be a rat, man. You cause a lot of crime and trouble anyway.
You know me.
You probably never broken the law.
I mean, not in the serious ways.
You ever stolen anything?
When I was a kid.
What'd you steal? What's the most expensive thing you stole?
Oh, it wasn't expensive. It was a piece of gum.
That's it?
Yeah.
You're such a good kid.
Well, my mom then said I asked for the gum. She said no, and I stole it. And then I, like an idiot, popped it into my mouth in the back seat. She's like, "What are you chomping on?" And I'm like, "Nothing." She said, "You stole that gum?" And then she made me march into the store, sobbing, telling the clerk I stole from the store.
And you paid?
I don't think I paid, but I was humiliated into
You
never.
paid socially.
I paid
Yeah.
with my soul, and never did it again. I think I stole some Ritz crackers. It was always food. I stole some Ritz crackers from a girl in the elementary school playground.
God, you're a good kid.
Shoved them in my mouth, and she's like, "Is it? Where are my Ritz crackers?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like,
No clue.
spitting them out.
Yeah, but that's survival, okay?
I was hungry.
That's survival, man.
My mom didn't send me to school with a snack, so stuff like that kind of.
God, you never were like you didn't do
I'm
anything
a dumb.
bad.
I'm like a rule follower.
No, that's wonderful.
So
When we were kids, we just couldn't wait to break the law.
yeah.
It was like my favorite thing to do.
What was the most expensive thing you stole?
A car.
No, for real.
No, I never stole a car. No, I just had to say it.
You said it with.
I stole a
such-
man's family one time. No, the most expensive thing we stole was always like I never wanted to rob someone of something valuable to them. We stole a lot of booze. We would go garage
Yeah.
hopping. We loved that.
Yeah.
Stealing alcohol. I've stolen. I've never dined and dashed. You know, I never did that. I never did a dine and dash because I always felt guilty because there were
Yeah.
humans attached to it.
Right.
But if I stole something from your garage, I didn't give a shit. It was in your garage. It was like a bottle of whiskey, or it was like I don't know, a baseball bat or whatever. We stole like minuscule bullshit.
They won't miss this. They're like,
They'll get
that's
a new
my
one.
prized
They got a house.
bottle of booze.
They got a house. They'll get a new one. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you're a prize bottle of booze, you kept it in the garage. In the Midwest, everyone has a fridge in the garage.
Yeah.
It's just prime. If I saw your garage was open, because in the 90s, you'd leave your garage open.
Really?
Yeah, you just leave your
Yeah.
garage open when kids would come home and they go in and out and play. And that was
Yeah.
like a normal thing to see. And there was always a fridge in the garage. And there was always beer for dad in the garage. Always.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
Oh yeah, I
cultural
remember
thing.
the Roseanne sitcom. Didn't he always go to the garage for
I don't remember,
beer
but
in the
that
fridge?
sounds
I
right.
feel like something like that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds
Beer
right.
fridges,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what that is, but it's very
Yeah.
cultural. Well, you always every house in the Midwest, no matter how big or small the family, they have a secondary fridge.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have two fridges. It's so strange. Even if it's just a family of four
Yeah, we did not have that. That was not a thing for us.
in the South.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys are, crazy savages. I mean, you eat outside
We're
with your
just
hands.
Fat. We're just nothing stays in the fridge.
But I was gonna say, what's going in there? There's no leftovers. We're done. No, it's just it's such. And my dad, is from North Carolina, so I grew up with
Yeah.
that culture too, like that southern, southern food culture shocked me because I thought we had good unhealthy food in Chicago.
Ours is all fried.
But it's oversalted, deep fried.
yeah.
It's good, but it makes me feel
Very
like shit.
very unhealthy. Every time Jax, my wife, comes home with me, she's like, I need a salad, a vegetable,
Right.
something. This is not okay.
The amount of salt. I don't even. My legs will swell up out of my jeans because it's all
Yeah.
salt. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Like my grandmother used to cook country ham. Where you
yeah.
you salt it, dry it,
So
salt it,
salty.
dry it,
Yeah.
and then cook it, then salt it. And I was like, I'm eating a block of salt
I'm like, how did I eat like that all the time?
because it's culturally so normal that no one
Yeah.
even thinks about it. It doesn't. You don't even.
It's wild.
It's not even like a guys. This does. You're started on it so young.
Yeah.
That now that like when my parents visit out here, like, everything here. My dad's always like, everything's so healthy here. I'm like, it's just regular food.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not like that insane.
It's not that healthy. But his diet is absurd. My dad for breakfast eats pork rinds.
Really?
Loves pork rinds. He'll eat like a jar of pickles, pork
Yeah.
rinds, and olives. He doesn't eat. He hates eggs. He hates like an eggs and bacon breakfast.
Yeah.
So he'll want like pork rinds, or he'll eat. He'll eat like salami. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll just whatever's in the fridge.
Do you look like your dad at all?
This is my stepdad. My real
Oh,
dad. No, I
gotcha.
don't look anything like my real dad. I don't look like anybody really.
Yeah.
I think I'm adopted.
Oh no.
Or found. This is a found baby face.
You were at the fire station.
Yeah, 100%. Even the firemen were like, keep it outside. Who knows what that thing's gonna do? I look like my mom in my eyes. This part of my face looks like my mom.
Yeah.
My dad is pretty tall, so I got the height from my dad.
Yeah.
Because my mom is a leprechaun. They're tiny people. The Irish are all so small.
Yeah.
I'm 6'1", and when I go to family parties,
You're
I'm
just a
behemoth.
beast.
Yeah. Like I used to hit my head on the going downstairs to my grandma's old house. And everybody else. I could see who all was there. That was
Yeah.
the benefit. There was no way I could
Yeah.
like me in Japan was the coolest moment of my life. Walking in the streets of Japan as a somewhat
Oh yeah. I've
above
never
average
been
height
to
guy.
Japan.
Oh, it's unreal.
I've heard it's amazing.
So great. They're like the sweetest people.
Yeah.
The coolest the progress socially.
Really?
Dude, everything you've ever wanted is there.
Yeah. And the food's great too,
It's
right?
incredible. And I know
I
some
wanna
people
go.
are like, even the Subway sushi's good. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Like
Wow.
it even like a on the go thing. I'm not saying it's the best you've ever had, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's good enough where in the way that someone goes, how would the Subway sushi be good? It's like, how is a taco truck in the gas station by my house good? Same thing.
Yeah.
It's just a cultural thing that they are always on the go, so they need super convenient,
Yeah.
but their convenient on the go stuff is so much more efficient than ours.
And like fresher.
Yeah, it's just, but there's also no line for a thing usually. It's like you can get it if you need it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
If you need it.
Right.
It's there. Where here, if it's popular, there's a line down the block.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're like, until we sell out of croissants, you're like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I guess I'm not going to fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting for an hour to get a croissant. I'm sure it's just still butter.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. But no, Japan is a place to go. I recommend
right.
it to everyone. Go to Tokyo and then go down south. Go to Kyoto. Do you eat meat or not a meat eater?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
go
eat
down
meat.
south, man.
Yeah.
That's where the beef is, baby.
Where's the beef?
We got the beef down there, dude. They got that wagyu,
Or
dude.
get that wagyu.
I'll take some of that wagyu. I did that the other night. We went out to dinner, and me and Stavros and Bobby and my agent, and we ordered like my agent was paying. It's my favorite. I love taking
that.
out a business guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you're like, oh, we're going to overcharge this for sure. Screw you. You guys have been ripping us off our whole career.
Yeah,
I'm
this
absolutely
is
going to
the
charge
chance
you. Yeah,
to get
dude.
Wagyu.
You know, I've been paying you guys percentages of my income in perpetuity for my whole life. I'm ordering the Wagyu.
Stavros is so fun. I would love to go eat
The
with him.
most fun. Yeah. And he really is a light eater.
Really?
No, of course not. That's insane. You bit on that so fast. That's nuts. What are you talking about,
You're
dude?
like, you ordered 3 steaks.
No, dude. He lets it rip.
Yeah.
But he was actually a really good boy. He lost a bunch of weight.
Really?
He did, and then he gained a little bit back, and he's
Yeah.
working back again to. He's gonna get on the Oz.
Oh, the
He's getting on the
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Got it.
Bobby's on it, and he's influencing all of our friends to get on
Really?
it now.
Does he like it?
He's lost, I think he said 13 or 14 pounds. I said it last time too. He guessed
Yeah.
the number. I think
Around
it was
15.
just over 10.
Yeah. But
So-
but Bobby's so tiny. I mean, I know he's got the belly, but he's not like some big dude.
No, but he's but so his weight is probably more detrimental because he's not tall. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
true.
short
Yeah.
round. You know what I mean? He is short round.
Short round. That's
He's
what we
100%
call
short
him.
round. He is, dude. But because he's more smushed.
If you just shave some of those pubes, that's
No,
at
no,
least
no.
2 pounds.
No, you think that's all the weight? All the weight's around his balls. He does need to shave his pubes. That is.
I've seen his pubes more than I think any man.
or a woman.
Just on stage.
Anybody
just
in
him
general.
on stage
Yeah.
alone. He's like pulling it out.
Imagine being his best friend on tour with him. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen it all. We have, people have sound check. We have pube check. So we do.
You're over there.
I get to the venue early. Is this good? Is this shape nice?
That's a friend right there.
I would do anything for him.
Aw.
Who is that to you? Who's your comedy confidant?
My comedy confidant. Well, she's not a stand-up, but Jillian Bell. You know Jillian Bell?
Kidding
She's
me?
been my
She's so dope.
best friend
Yeah.
forever.
I think she's so talented.
She's
We don't know. We don't really know each other. We might have met once,
Yeah.
but I think she's fantastic.
She's amazing. She's an actor and has been in a lot of movies and stuff. But we've been writing something together for a while, and we're just like, please, Hollywood, let us make this thing because
you two together would be incredible.
Yeah, we know each other so well, and we write so well together. We came up with the Groundlings together, and
Oh, you did?
So we have a movie that we're trying to get made, and I'm just like, please let us.
Well, she's so good.
Do
You
this.
guys are that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Tell her I'm a fan.
I will,
Tell
yeah,
her. Yeah, because I like her. Yeah. Well, we have so many mutual friends. It is funny in this business. You have a lot of mutual people that know each other.
Yeah.
But the ships never pass.
Right.
We just are kind of out at
Yeah.
sea sometimes, doing our own thing.
And I have a lot of good friends like who are comics. I'm close with like Mateo Lane. We're very
Oh, God,
tight.
the gay guy.
It's gays. We gotta stick together.
No, I was just at his house. I was at Mateo's beautiful little house in New York. Me, him.
Yeah,
and-
he bought Sam's old place.
he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sam just moved upstairs.
I know.
Yeah. That's so great.
And I'm asking Mateo, I'm like, how did this work? You just like went through a real estate. He's like, no, Sam. I was just like, you want this apartment? And
That's
I was
awesome.
like, cool. I was like, there you go.
Cutting out all the bullshit is so
Yeah.
much nicer than going to the, we just had to sell our house and it's just a nightmare. It's just a back and forth and their agents talk to our agents and then and
Yeah.
then they want something else.
You
and
got
then,
fixed thing. Yeah, it's like
oh,
the whole
bro.
thing.
Well, we didn't. We were like, fuck you.
yeah.
We put so much money into our old house because when we bought it, it was not in great shape.
Yeah.
So we fixed so much.
Right.
And at some point, you're like, fuck you. Buy
Yeah.
it. I'm done. I did so much to it. Like, I put in a new HVAC unit in a whole
Yeah.
thing. Like, everything was new, redone. And so when
Yeah.
they had small stuff, we
Well,
were
you're
like,
yeah,
"Get
that's
bent.
just nitpicky.
You go do it.
So did you find a place that you're pumped about?
I'm living in my car.
No.
Yeah, we are.
It's a nice car, though.
It is. It's a nice car to live in.
In here, we pour whiskey.
NFL playoffs are here, baby. And if you're like me and you want a little skin in the game, not just the pig skin, you want the other skin, you want some green skin while you're watching, you need to download PROPHETX today. Download it today. PROPHETX is a peer-to-peer exchange available in over 40 states, which is fantastic when I'm on the road. I love to use it when I'm on the road. And it's also here available in California. On an exchange, you will get the best odds every single time. And you can even play completely for free. But this is the best part about PROPHETX. You're playing peer-to-peer. This is people to people to people to people, my friends. Okay? This is the only way to do it. It's way better than a traditional sports book where who knows, God knows what you're playing, who you're playing. You got to download that PROPHETX and use the promo code WHISKEY to get up to $300 in profit cash. The playoffs are here, baby. My Bears are clearly not in it because they stink. But if your team is still in it, congratulations to you. And why not have a little fun, get a little skin in the game, make your heart beat a little bit faster when that 58-yard kick is being set up with a little bit of left to right wind, okay? You got to download PROPHETX right now. Use the promo code WHISKEY one more time. PROPHETX, download that code WHISKEY to get up to $300 in profit cash today. You want to look good. It's 2025. Switch it up. Look good. Stop looking like a slob. And I'm telling you what, Indochino has got you, my friends, okay? Nothing feels better than wearing a nice suit to a nice dinner or a nice meeting with someone you care about, a nice date that you want to take someone on, an anniversary, or even, I don't know if it's your job. If you want to throw on a little suit, I like to wear it at night when I go out if I want to feel fancy, take my lady out for a little steak dinner. With Indochino, you can design the suit of your dreams and fine-tune every detail, including lapels, linings, monograms, pocket flaps. Big fan of pocket flaps. Make a jacket truly yours with the only 40-character monogramming in the world with Indochino. A tailored fit right from home. Set up your measurement profile on Indochino's website. Choose customizations without even leaving the crib. You don't gotta leave the house, man. You want a nice suit? Sit down. Do it on the computer now. Or you could have a premium in-person experience. You can book an appointment at a showroom near you and let the Indochino style guide walk you through every step. But I'm telling you, nothing feels better than a Dapper Dan day. When you're wearing a suit, you feel great. And if you want to fine-tune every detail to make it custom for you, why not? Why not? It's a new year. It's a new year. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself a nice little new suit. For all your 2025 plans, whether it's a wedding, a work outing, a big important anniversary, a date, or if you're just going to a sporting event. You want to wear them... You want to wear it to a sporting event? You can. Why not? For all your 2025 plans, look your best in Indochino. Visit Indochino.com and use the code WHISKEY to get 20% off any purchase of $4.99 or more. That's pretty good, man. That's 20% off at INDOCHINO.com. Indochino.com. Promo code once again is WHISKEY.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Yeah, we bought a new build, and now we're like, I don't think this is the right place, but we're like, we're not going to make money on this house.
Well, you just got to stay in it until it breaks even.
And I don't think I want to do that.
You want to get out.
I think so.
Damn.
And all the business people are like, that 5 to 7 years. I'm like, no.
How long you been in it? A year?
2.
Oh, it's fortunate.
I know.
Settle in a little bit.
It's built for a family. It's not.
Go ahead and brag.
Right for
I
us.
heard it. I saw it underneath your tongue.
7 bathrooms.
7 bathrooms?
I don't need that.
Damn, dude.
I don't need that.
That is amazing. That's so many bathrooms.
So many, but that's for there's like a bathroom in every all these rooms.
Damn, dude,
Like,
that's huge.
And
Can I sleep over?
Yeah, please.
I'm coming over,
I just
dude.
want to use these bathrooms.
Yeah, when you have bathrooms, Dana Carvey said that on this show. He's like, be weary of empty room syndrome or something like that. Is that what it was? That he's like, you'll buy something sometimes, and if you don't have a family or your family's already gone, he's like, you'll walk into a room, you're like, I fucking never go in this room.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's a privileged perspective, but I get it. But I was like, I don't think that's my problem. But he goes, you can get there on accident and realize, why did I get a place that I need more than I needed?
And our house is not crazy.
Oh, $12 million isn't insane for someone like you.
not even close to that. It's just laid out in a way that's not like it's not some huge house. It's just laid out very
7
bad.
bathrooms has got to be pretty big, though. I'm not going to put you on the
4,000
spot.
4,000.
Got to be more than that.
No, I swear to God.
That's it?
41.
Are the bathrooms
4,100.
Next door to each other?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
They're
touching?
tiny rooms and they all have a bathroom. I'm like, why?
That's
and
a lot.
when we were looking at it, I don't know why we didn't process this, but yeah, 4,100. It's not crazy.
Does she love it?
No, it's fine. It's
No.
fine.
Oh, okay.
But we know it's not home.
What is home then?
We want to find.
Here in Los Angeles or elsewhere?
Oh, it's here. Yeah.
Oh, it is here still.
But I think we want. This is 2-story. We want to go back to a ranch.
I see. Our first house was a ranch too, and that was
Yeah.
always my dream.
I love the ranch.
I like a long house.
I want a long.
you
I
know.
want a wide house.
Yeah.
I don't want the.
Up is a waist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go out.
Let's go wide.
I do like that.
But that's hard to find in LA.
It is. Well, there are a lot of ranches. They're just tiny, cute little, tiny, smaller houses. But
Yeah.
you want something that's.
My old house was a ranch. I loved it.
Why'd you sell
Loved
it?
it. It's so small.
Yeah. Same.
1,600 square feet.
Mine
I
was
think
600 square feet.
Our sweet spot, your tiny home.
Yeah.
Our sweet spot would be like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can find it,
I know.
you just go way out.
All these developers buy those small ranch houses and tear them down.
I know. Well, I mean, look, we really should get out of LA if we're being honest, because we're paying taxes to a place that's burning in hell. I mean, this is a
Malibu's
silly.
on fire.
Yeah, what's going on? I feel so bad.
Malibu's on fire
all
lot.
the time. Get
though.
out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of there. It does feel like a place where you're like, it's like New Orleans. When like, what if it floods again? And you're like, it's gonna.
Yeah.
We should get out of these places.
But,
Like
you
Malibu's
know,
always on
But
fire.
it's so pretty.
For-
Who doesn't want to eat at Nobu?
It's pretty for 8 months. Yeah. Well, I like
You're
to
eating
go.
sushi.
I like to go to Nobu when everything's
fire
on
on the
fire. Yeah. That's the only time I go. They're like,
There's
sir,
like
we're
a-
closed for fire.
An
I'm like,
8-hour traffic jam to get out of there.
on one road to get in
Eating
and
at
out. Yeah.
Nobu.
It's the stupidest shit on earth.
Yeah.
I love when people try to sucker you into that it's not that big of a deal.
You know what I'm thinking about? I think not Malibu, but living at the beach might be fun
For whom?
for me.
No thanks.
You don't want it?
What am I doing over there?
Well, that's true. I mean, are you gonna go lay out?
Get burnt? Well, who are you? What do you? You think you're Olive? You're thinking Olive Princess?
I'm tan mom over here.
Tan mom. No, do you tan? You don't tan.
No.
No. What are you doing? What are you doing at the beach?
I don't know. Beach life seems fun.
It's not. For what?
I don't know. Chilling.
No, you chill at home. Dude, I've done this so many
Walking?
times. No, I walk in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I hate sand.
Yeah.
What is it for?
Right.
It's so annoying.
It does get up your butt.
It's
and all this
everywhere, and
stuff.
then it's like all over the car, and then it gets all over the
Yeah.
house, and then if I do
we
bring my
wouldn't live
dog,
on the beach. We would have to live like
well, see, to me, it's like then why
10,
go over there?
10 rows back.
Well, then just go. Why go over there if you're not gonna live on the beach?
I don't know. It just seems.
See,
I'm
you're-
entering my beach phase.
Yeah, okay. By the way, you're gonna be there, and then 2 years be like, why are we at the beach? I need to sell this one. Your business manager's like, fortune.
Santino, get ready for my bikini body. It's coming.
I am,
It's
dude.
coming.
I'm in, dude. You don't want to see my bikini body either. When I wear a little Speedo, I just don't like the beach because it's impossible to get to. It's hard to
Yeah.
park at. It's not fun to be at. Our beaches are long. Right, so it takes a long time to get from the beginning to the water.
Yeah.
It's too long.
Maybe
And
I'll rent an Airbnb for a month and see how I like it.
I dare you to do that. You're gonna hate it.
I dare me.
I dare you to
also.
do it. Look, if I was gonna live at the beach, I'd be in Florida
Right.
because their beaches are way better.
Yeah,
Like, on the
that
Gulf
is true,
side,
that
it's
is
so
true.
nice. It's like warm water. It's quick to get into the
You
water.
just have to evacuate a couple times a year.
No, I'll
Bor-
die. I'll just die. Take
I'm
me
going
out.
down with my house.
Just take me out, dude. but I think Florida is the beach that in terms of like where I actually would live, even though
Right.
I don't want to move to Florida.
Right.
Yeah, Florida beaches because they're just so
Okay.
nice and cozy, and the culture is very like chill, and no one really gives a shit.
Yeah.
And our beaches are still filled with like crime and heroin and homeless, and it's so
Yeah.
sketchy on the west side.
Well, we'll see.
All right, go.
Go do.
Invite me over. I do want to come over.
All
I
right.
want when you get your beach house.
All right, you and me in a Speedo and bikini.
Dude,
We're
photo
gonna wa-
shoot.
we're
I
gonna walk down
I smell
the-
a photo shoot. Pale Riders. Pale Riders in the house.
Whiskey gingers.
Dude, you know how I went to Bora Bora for my birthday, for my 40th
Oh,
birthday, and I
nice.
sunburnt the first day I was
oh my
there.
god! You even try to put on sunscreen?
So much.
And it still is a.
Yeah, you're on the fucking equator down there.
Yeah.
You're like basically kissing the
I
sun.
haven't been to Bora Bora.
Pretty amazing. It was one of those once in a lifetime trips.
How long did it take to get there?
I think to Tahiti was
10.
I want to say
10 hours?
10. Yeah.
Yeah, so in my special, my first joke out is about going to the Maldives.
Oh yeah.
And that was like a day's trip.
Yeah, that's far.
It's 18 hours to Qatar, and
Yeah.
then another 6 hours,
Yuck.
and then another hour plane.
Ugh.
And I loved it. It was beautiful.
But the trip
But I've heard
itself.
Bora Bora's a similar vibe and way closer.
It is way closer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to fly to Tahiti, then you have to either take another little puddle jumper plane over to the island. It is beautiful. I mean, it's stunning. You get there by boat. I mean, once you land, you have to boat over to the spot, which is incredible. But dude, I don't know. I'm pretty burnt out on. Like we just flew back from Western Australia, and that was 18-hour total.
Yeah, that's a
Right, 18 hours.
that's a gnarly trip.
Because Western
too.
Australia, you forget Perth is not
I didn't do Perth last tour because
Yo,
it's
it's
another 5 hours, right?
fucking awesome.
Is it?
We had
it's
a
worth doing it.
fucking blast
Really
in
good
Perth.
crowds.
The city is
Okay.
great. The crowds are great.
Yeah.
You get to go to Rottnest Island. We took a boat to go see the quokkas, the cute little. Have you seen these fucking guys? Oh my
know.
god, dude,
They're
they're
like little
so.
rats with.
I don't.
You don't want to say
pouches.
rats.
I don't think I've seen those.
Yeah, you've seen them. You've seen it online. Like you've seen what they look like online. But
I've seen someone bathing them on TikTok. Probably.
yeah, but I mean they're so cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've seen the quokkas.
Yeah.
So we took a boat to Rottnest Island, but honestly, the crowds were probably some of the best crowds. I mean, they all were great.
All right.
But I mean,
Maybe
I
I'll
think
go to
Perth because
Perth.
everyone doesn't go.
Yeah.
And so they're like, thank you for fucking coming and showing us love. But
Yeah.
Western Australia had a piece of my heart. I don't know what it was, but it did something
Oh.
for us.
Maybe
Yeah.
the move is to do Perth first,
Well, we wanted
to go
to.
all the way out there first, and
Yes.
then bring it back in.
We wanted to, but the scheduling, you know, you're up for whatever they want.
True. Yeah.
You know, so like next year, Bob and I are gonna we're not gonna do any more in the United States. We said we were done for a while because we did
Really?
a huge tour. We did 60-something cities,
Yeah.
and then
And your own tour at the same time?
separate. I'm
you're-
doing my tour now.
Now, okay.
But I said next fall, Bob and I are trying to go to London, Dublin, Amsterdam.
Nice.
Yeah,
That'll do well.
I think so.
People enjoy you two together are very funny.
It's he's my little he's my comedy crush.
I
He's my
know.
little comedy confidant.
He's your comedy
I've never found that in
boyfriend.
somebody as much. Yeah,
he's
well,
not even your crush.
he's
your-
my first of all, he's my girlfriend.
He's just
Let's be honest, he's my little girlfriend. I've never found someone in comedy that I've connected with so seamlessly in terms
Yeah.
of like our styles matching up and also being so like truly different. We are nothing alike.
Yeah. I don't even think before y'all started Bad Friends that you guys were that tight. I didn't know that y'all were that tight.
Well, we weren't that close. I mean, we
Yeah.
were just friends. Like we loved each other and we always fucked with each other and
Yeah.
we just were always friends. But like it took this for us to get very close.
To get to the next level.
Yeah, because you know, like we loved each other, but Bobby's not really a social creature outside of the club. So like he doesn't really want to go hang. I
Yeah.
mean, we would have dinner sometimes or like we'd get food late at night.
Yeah.
But he's sleeping all day. He's not hanging.
Right.
And we're not gonna go for a hike. He's not gonna go to the gym.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we
I
have
thought
just
he's
such
sleeping all day.
He's sleeping there right now. I guarantee
Well,
if we call him.
why? He's that tired?
No, he needs it. His little machine needs
His
it.
little
His little
machine.
machine is recharging.
His micro machine.
His little micro machine. That's what I call his penis, his micro machine. I think he
Yeah.
needs it because he's up all night playing video games.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So he's up till 4,
Yeah.
3 or 4, give or take. Unless he has to work, and then he's very responsible. Then he's up on time. If we have to go to the airport,
He's
ready.
there. That's
Yeah,
good.
if we have to work, if he knows it's
You
job.
got to be able to count on people if you're going to be in business with them.
Well, if it's for money and it's a job,
Yeah.
he's in. But
He's
if it's
there.
something else, he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Well, at least you know that.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
you figure it out pretty quick.
Right.
Yeah. No, but I never have met someone like that in comedy, and I'm blessed that it happened because
Yeah.
I've said it a million times. It's the most fun I've ever had in my career
I love that.
by a landslide.
That's
There's no
amazing.
TV or film that I've ever done. Or
Yeah.
He is my Arnold Schwarzenegger to you, basically.
Yeah, Arnold and I.
You guys do you talk ever?
Yeah, I was just at his house Saturday.
Whoa,
Yeah.
story.
Just cuddling.
Fortune,
Fortune.
this is how I love you the most. Cuddling at my house. Lay down, Fortune.
Fortune, let's go. Come
Rub
on.
my belly. You want to work out?
Let's go to the gym now.
He's amazing.
He's really cool. Yeah, we have a blast. We've done a second season of Food Bar together.
Yeah.
It comes out probably in the spring, I think. But he loves comedy and he loves comedians. He loves to laugh.
Do you just go over for dinner?
No, this was a Christmas party.
But would
so-
you ever just have dinner with him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's tight like that.
We went to Munich to Oktoberfest with him.
What?
Yeah, we filmed in Prague the last little bit of our show, and he was going in like a week to Munich, and he's like, "Yeah, come on."
That's cool.
So-
It would be cool to go to his home. He's from Austria, right? Mm-hmm. Be cool to go to Austria.
I mean,
with him.
he's so popular over there.
right. He's
Like
God.
he couldn't walk 2 feet without 100 people showing up.
Well, he's also a fucking mammoth of a guy. He's not like
But
hidden.
he's not like crazy tall.
No, but he's wide.
Yeah, yeah.
He's unmistakably Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, for sure.
You're not gonna be like,
he's
"Is that?"
and he's like a god there. They even have like a song at at Oktoberfest, they're like, Arnold goes to Hollywood, Arnold goes to Hollywood. Everyone's singing it. And we're like, what is this song?
Dude, that's
He's
rad.
leading the band. Arnold goes to Hollywood. And
Is that the only lyric?
there's way more, but it's all in,
to Hollywood.
then the rest is in German, and I don't know.
Guys, we
it.
have to work on the song.
Guys, we need some more lyrics.
Only one lyric is not going to get it done.
I did indeed go to Hollywood.
But he did go to Hollywood, and he
He
still
did.
lives in California, which is amazing.
Yeah. He's
Once you govern this place, you got to stick around.
That's
huh?
right.
Yeah.
He loves it here. I mean, he's always like riding his bike down to the Gold's Gym, and
That's so
he's
funny.
He's a very routine kind of guy.
Oh yeah, he likes it like
likes
that.
the same restaurants, does the same things, hangs out with the same people.
Oh, that's nice. You got to create some kind of.
Yeah, we would ride bikes in Toronto, and he would just like charge ahead, and you would hear on every corner, "Is that Arnold? Was it Arnold?" And then he's just riding past people, like doesn't give a shit.
I like the idea of Arnold being like, "You want to race me, Fortune?" You're like, "I don't want to race today. You've asked me every day we've ridden bikes. I don't want to race. Fine, you're gonna be a wuss about it. You're never gonna get anywhere in life." You're like, "All right, dude."
It is such a trip to be with him though, because there are few world famous people like that now. You know?
Yeah, it's like him, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Who is that famous from that era too? From from decades ago,
like Sly or somebody, but
even Stallone's kind of like quieter now in his career.
Yeah.
I mean, he has that Tulsa King show or whatever, right? Is that what it's called?
yeah.
But he's not really as out. He's not
Right.
out and about as much as those other guys.
But like Arnold is just like so in the culture, pop culture. Everyone, I mean, I would quote his lines to him like all the time, and he just laughs. And there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many quotes from him.
Wasn't the joke that the line was "I'll be right back"?
Yeah, Arnold said,
And he
wanted
said,
to say,
"I'll be back."
No, Arnold wanted to say, "I'll be right.
I'll be right back."
I'll be right back. And James Cameron was
So
like,
Jim was the smart
he
one.
wanted to shorten it.
Because he's a robot. "I'll be back" does make more
I'll be
sense.
back.
How much foresight did James Cameron have? This is pre-robotics integration of AI and all that. And he was like, I don't think they'd say right.
Yeah.
I think they'd be. That's how smart Jim
I'll
Cameron
be
is.
right back.
To be like,
It's more economical.
I just also think he just has a vision that there's like a couple of people that have visions of stuff that they're like,
Yeah.
no, I think this is actually what it's going to end up being. When you see great directors from the past, they would direct things that you're like, how would they even think that way to make
Yeah.
something that's relevant today? Like that movie would still be a box office smash today. I don't know how many times you can do that with action movies if they'd work today. I mean, like at face value, Lethal, you could make it again, but you'd have to up
Yeah.
it a lot. You know what I mean? Like you can make
It's
Lethal
Yeah.
Weapon,
because
but
so much now has been made that is piggybacking off.
Piggybacking
that.
the
old-
Like, it's
yeah.
the context it would be impossible. To
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
think
that
about
is
it
true.
It's just so
nowadays.
crazy to hear him talk about making those movies. Those movies, we grew up with and
yeah,
were so huge. And
it is crazy. He was
it's
so
like
big.
another movie for
Yeah,
him.
it didn't matter to him. It
Yeah.
was just another slate. Did you ever see the movie Last Action Hero that he did? I love that movie.
People love that, but
I
it
don't
was
know
like one
why.
of his
Yeah.
Jesse
lesser
Ventura,
watched
Predator.
movies.
Yeah, Jesse.
Minnesota's governor.
Yeah.
Minnesota governor,
But
yeah.
those were the different days of like he was telling one story about like going skiing in Idaho, and like the head of a studio like got on the lift with him and had a script in his jacket for
so
him.
annoying.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that existed because we'll never have that.
Yeah, we'll never have
Now you'll take
that.
6 meetings and they're like, we're not interested.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never, but it was like such a thing back then. Like,
Well, they were more pined out. They're more sought after, but also because we're exposing ourselves so much on the internet.
yeah,
Like we're so
oversaturated.
Yeah, we're saturating ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And God bless.
That's right.
That's what we're doing at this show.
See us on 8 other podcasts.
Yeah, dude. But it's the part of the beast to move you through the internet
Yeah.
because there's so much there.
Well, that's the thing. Even when you're doing all this stuff, and people are still like, "What else?
Yeah, what else?
What's
Give me more."
next?" And you're like, "Jesus,
Well, I'm gonna kill
on."
myself doing it. I mean, I'm actually gonna end up dying of health
Yes.
complications because of it for you guys. But it's all for you.
It's all for you guys.
It's all for you guys. I
We
want
love
on my
you.
gravestone. I want the YouTube emblem. The app
Yeah,
emblem.
and
I
how
want
many
that.
downloads you have?
Yeah, my total subscribers. But I want a digital clock in case it keeps going up when I die. Because posthumously, I'll get more views when
Yeah,
I'm dead.
hopefully someone's getting that ad money.
Yeah, my wife. She can't wait. She's like, get out of here. We just got the insurance policy.
Get on out of here.
Get out of here, pal. Forge, please, thank you for coming. And
Thanks for
please go
having
watch
me.
Fortune specials, plural. You can watch her newest one, of course, on Netflix now, and watch all her specials on Netflix.
Yes,
And go
please.
see her on tour. She's back on tour in the new year.
Taking care of biscuits.
Taking care of biscuits. Go see that tour. FortuneFeimster.com.
Yep.
We'll put the link in the description down below. So
Thank
click on
you.
it. Support live comedy because it's what we love the most.
Yeah.
We do like doing it
And we
for you
will
guys.
die doing this for you.
Yeah, we will. We can only hope. We end the episode the same way. Look in that camera, say one word or one phrase to end the episode whenever you're ready. Remember,
Okay.
could be a word, but if you have a powerful phrase or words of wisdom, you
I
can
have a
impart
very
that.
powerful phrase.
Okay, let's hear it.
Buttholes. I didn't even commit to it.
Buttholes.
Buttholes. Put it up your butt.
Okay.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.